Once you fully understand that not every human walking around is actually a human, but we are all different types of species encased in human-looking vessels, everything starts to make sense about the age of Aquarius.
As I make this video, I am feeling super sick, so please ignore my nasally voice and, without further ado, one day, maybe today, you woke up to a deep realization that you exist. How strange is it that this universe is here, and here you are experiencing it? This is the great mystery, the timeless query known since ancient times as Atma Vichara. Self-inquiry manifests itself in all paths of life. Who am I? What is this existence? And why am I here? Some use these questions to pursue science, to discover the nature of how the universe and sentient life came to arise as it is now. Others search for answers through self-expression in the arts, to unlock what secrets may lay dormant in our hearts. And many look for meaning in the archetypes of religion, devoting themselves for service for a purpose. And although this quest will continue for as long as humans are alive, we have found many subtle truths along the way. Physicists have shown that the universe was very different a long time ago. Musicians have shown that there is not one genre to express yourself. And Buddhists have expounded the principle of anatman, that the nature of existence is always changing. So if there's one thing we know about this reality, is that it's in constant motion. And if we do not ride this wave of life, then our ego, our sense of identity, can get stuck. One prevalent example in modern times where many egos get stuck is that of New Age spirituality. Take a look at this video.
This is a message from the Pleiadians. Galactic warriors have incarnated on Earth because you are brave enough to be here at this time of radical ascension and the full apocalypse of the old Earth. And we are here because we didn't mind to come in to human form to watch it happen on the front lines. We are now waking up to the fact that we live in a simulated Earth, created reality, and that we are creator gods that can manifest instantly. This is a message from the Pleiadians. When you raise your vibration to a higher frequency, you'll start to attract in other souls that also mirror and match your vibration. Deep souls are here to awaken and to shift reality into the higher dimension. You are going to experience backdrop people who are filler, that are not holding any depth of emotion. They are holding only surface level.
There are many videos like this, but do you notice what they all have in common? They like to use these high vibrational words which stimulate our mind, very satisfying to the intellect. But this is where our mind and ego can get too attached. You see, when one begins down the spiritual path, that is, the path of searching for meaning within the seat of our own experience, we begin to crack open the ego and open up to a whole new world of possibilities. One thing that happens is we begin to question our identity. We may realize that there is more to life than this body and mind, and there is certainly truth to that. This is where the concepts of the lower and higher self come into play. But the ego is very sneaky and can latch on to this comparison of the higher and lower self. If we are not careful, this separation of our identity can be used to divide the world. We may see ourselves and other like-minded people as higher and others as lower. And you might see it as your duty to raise the vibrations of other people so as to fulfill the role of your higher self. But that would be the ego talking. For the idea of planes of consciousness, of higher and lower self, or of third density or fifth density consciousness, are only metaphors for our own awakening. And it can be quite dangerous to buy into this identity. Many decades ago, a German philosopher known as Friedrich Nietzsche wrote about the concept of an Übermensch, a superior race whose destiny it was to create a new age of higher values for humanity. The problem was, a particular political group used this to climb to power to commit horrific genocides. It's simply far too easy to oppress those that are lower than you when you see yourself as higher. If this sounds familiar, the same thing happens in New Age spirituality. Only instead of Aryans, it is the Pleiadians or other starseeds from above whose destiny is, again, to create a new age of higher values for humanity. In fascist Germany, not even those who were a part of it at the time could foresee the oppressive side coming. Maybe this time will be different. This is no joke. New Age spirituality is not spirituality as it was understood in ancient times. Much of it is the ego getting stuck in the identification with the higher self. On the highest spiritual level known as Brahma Vidya, there are no spiritual levels. Every human being is equal. There are not some more awakened than another. And you have no duty to awaken others. Only through your love of the fellow creatures on this planet should you go and try to alleviate the suffering of others. Just do not do so through some prophecy of some superior race, only simply because you are a part of life. You see, way before simulation theory or matrix theory, there was the ancient word known as Maya, illusory reality. Everyone lives in Maya, but it is the goal to realize Brahman, the absolute reality. The secret is that Maya is an expression of Brahman. That is to say, even if this reality is a simulation, it is still a part of the total reality that you experience. And in fact, it is the only reality of forms in which suffering and love coexist. There is nothing for you to escape other than your desire to escape it. That is the other secret. The real Maya was ignorance, believing that you're not already a part of Brahman. Just like the movie The Matrix, the idea that you can escape it is a part of the illusion. But what is not illusory is the fact that you are experiencing it here, now, with other life forms. So do not try to compare yourself with others, for we are all together experiencing it as one. Have fun, accept yourself as you already are, and try not to get so caught up in the traps of the ego. Namaskar.